for me, we all hear this and saw this documentary, and it's not a phrase or something that we always overuse, but this is really, Volpower was really a journey. And this almost 2 years from now, it was something challenging for us, especially in Croatia, and not only because of the coronavirus. We had difficulties regarding the earthquakes here, and we was every time on some stepping stone what to do next. But first, let me reframe how it all happened regarding Volpower in Croatia, especially. We were first in the work package for volunteering in sports, and when the Volpower project was designing, and Croatia was one of the members, when it was designed, the designers thought that many migrants, many third country nationals will be in Croatia due to the refugee crisis. But as we all know, the situation radically changed, and our policy changed from welcome refugees to push back policy. And when the project started, we didn't have third country nationals, and if we were surrounded by third country nationals or migrants or some refugees which were already asylum seekers, they were either temporarily here for a week or two, or they were not interested in volunteering. And we had this specific difficulty to implement assignments with what we wanted to do with the Volpower project. And sports, we tried, and then we changed into something which was, I think, for the whole project, from the perspective of Croatia, was a perfect decision. And that was to change it to a culture, volunteering culture. And this is where we gathered this group of people from the Center of Culture Dialogue, who had this forum theater. It's a specific form which is well known in the world. I didn't know about it since the Volpower project. Is a form of emancipatory theater, a form of which is called a theater of the oppressed. It is intentionally not to theater for the oppressed, but theater of the oppressed. And that means that the oppressed are reenacting their oppression. They are not told, do this, do that, and we will have the scene. No. Do what you want to do. Do how you feel like it will be the best way to reenact the oppression. Express your feelings. Express it the way you like it. And when I was with this group, as it was mentioned in the documentary, most of them were Bosniaks. Couple of them were third country nationals, but as I said, they were for a very short time, and we couldn't do much with them, and they left the country. But these Bosniaks, they were reenacting through their rehearsals their oppression, their how they were discriminated in the everyday experience. Most of them, you couldn't differentiate between us Croats, majority. They're the same, but in some scenes, when they say, I don't drink alcohol because they're Muslims, I don't eat pork, I wear a hijab, or and these different cultural scenes, they were reenacting in their play. And when they were doing, I was there, I was a witness, witnessing this when it happened. When they were communicating with each other, they were starting to open up much more than than the play was designed, and they were opening their traumas. They were opening everyday dark side of everyday life, which we as a majority, I'm speaking for myself, I'm not realizing this. And most and this is what I find especially interesting for me as a social scientist, as a political scientist, that I don't have much opportunities to do a social experiment. We know all why, and this was a social experiment. So we were interviewing our volunteers in the first wave before entering into this volunteering in culture through a theater play, and they were one person. They were Most of them were shy. Most of them were confused. Most of them were normal, average students and young people who are either working or something with their goals, life goals, etc. But after the theater play, which unfortunately didn't happen in Malta as we wanted that it happened uh, due to the coronavirus pandemic, but after the rehearsals, their communication, their exchange of experience and intercultural dialogue with all of us, we interviewed them again, and they were most of them were completely different person. Most of them like from some shy person, they were self-confident personalities. They were willing to do even much more than we and the society asked for them. It was for me, as I mentioned, a social scientist, something which is a rare experience, and something which is groundbreaking as what method to do to integrate different people with different cultural background. It's not only to talk to them. It's not only the words. It's how you. It's to let them express them in any way they want. I think that Umut in documentary said that, and that is the precise way. In the last month we had an academic workshop, and there was a lot of researchers talking about how do we interculturally, multiculturally, culturalidad, etc. Those models to integrate culturally different people. And at the end of this academic workshop, some said some researchers said that I think it's best we have a cultural dialogue, we have interaction, and that they open up to refugees and migrants, third country nationals, we have to let them do themselves, that they're also actors, not only us who are implementing integration policy, but they are also actors who implement the integration. And then when I was listening to that, that's what we do. That's what we did in Croatia with the forum theater. We led them, and this was something which was really for me eye-opening, and for them emancipating. They were letting go of their fears. They were opening new perspectives on looking on who they are, what are their identity, and their competence, and more social inclusion into wider community. And to finish, to give a conclusion for this, I'm really I'm really sorry that you didn't see that what I saw, this social experience in my in firsthand. We wanted to do that in Malta, but it was it was it was really something like a heli comet, once in a lifetime. I believe it wouldn't be a once in a lifetime. I think I want to know. I want to that the project like this happen again, and that the spirit of cheerfulness which I had with my volunteers when they were doing assignments, poetry, photo assignments, and everything I gave to them, they were always happy to do, because they know they will have a much fun with all of this, because they gain new friendships. They included this, so they began to be a better person. And I'm sorry that you didn't have this experience as I with this foreign theater.